Okay, this next category I'm moving on to is going to be like primers, foundations, concealers, finishing powders, BB creams, all that mess. These are all of my foundations right now. Foundations and BB creams, anything that gives me color, I think is in this category. I can't use a lot of different foundations. Foundations tend to break me out. Have to be very careful. I don't know exactly what ingredients cause me to have irritation, but I know that anything full of like silicones in it, I just can't wear. I end up with acne, and it just really aggravates my skin, and I just can't wear it. I know that since I've been avoiding it, my skin has been working out a lot better, and that's all I really know about that. Anyways, let's get started. Marcel BB cream. Marcel BB cream, I can't wear this. It's full of the silicone product I can't wear. The Becca, let's see, Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion. The ingredients didn't look really good for me, so I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of that. Basically, all of these are going to be the same. Naked Skin had just dimethicone in it. Getting rid of that. Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I can actually use this, I think. I can actually use this, but I don't really need any luminizing products, and I have a bigger sample of that I think I will keep. Cover FX Cream Foundation, ingredients, CC Cream, same thing there. Same thing with those two. So all of these foundation samples are going away. Okay, these two I hate to get rid of, but I have to. They don't work for me. They do break me out. I used to hold on to these and wear them when my skin was looking just kind of bad. If I was having like a bad skin day, these are just so full coverage and they look so good on my skin. They work so well. I love the finish on these, but I just can't wear them. I mean, and if I do, I know I'm going to break out, which is even worse. I don't know. It just continues the cycle, and I need to quit wearing things on my face that I know break me out, ever. Here's where we run into problems. I have all these powder foundations, and I mix them all to make foundations that match my skin tone on any given day. And I just don't know what to do with all this crap. Okay, I decided I'm going to get rid of this for sure, just because this is old. It's almost gone, but it is so old that even though it's a powder product, I just felt uncomfortable with it at this point. So I know I'm getting rid of that. So we'll put that over there. These I'm keeping for sure. These are what I've been using now. They're working really well for me. They're a little struggle bus over the summer because I do get so oily in the summer, but I do like those. Okay, we'll go with what we're going to keep. That works. The All Natural Face Vegan Foundation Dark Tan Warm Mist. I love the All Natural Face foundations. I've been really happy with them. They're very inexpensive. Well, they're a lot less inexpensive than a lot of your higher end powder foundations, put it that way. A lot of the foundations I normally buy, they're a lot less expensive than that. So you guys should check them out. So I'm going to keep that. I just bought that because I'm pretty certain that's my summer color. So I'm going to keep that. This is, I can't remember the name of the color right off. I think it's Medium Beige Warmer. And this is Medium Beige Warmer. So I'm going to keep that. And this is, I bought the full size, but I bought it, it's cheaper if you buy it in a baggie and put it in your own jar. So this is the full size that I had purchased at some point, and I'm going to hold on to that. Probably just refill that. I have been trying to finish this off forever. A lot of times I need a little bit more yellow added to a product. I gotta go ahead and pass this along. I'm getting tired of mixing. I don't know what's up with me. I'm over it. This was the sample that I tried to see if that was my color. This was another sample that I tried. And these are from Lauren Brooke Cosmetics. I don't even think I ever tried these. I purchased it to possibly buy the foundation. I can't remember if I tried them or not, but I am going to go ahead and let those go. And all of these guys, if you buy a sampler pack from All Natural Face, they give you a bunch of, they give you like every sample in a color range, if that makes sense. There's a ton of them. There was a lot more than this, and I've either used them up or tossed them. I think I'm ready to let these go. Okay, I'm mad at myself. I bought this, and it's the original formula. I think the original foundation works really, really well for people with not oily skin. Does not work well for my oily skin. It also, I feel like, exaggerates my pores and my wrinkles. Mix it though. If I mix it with something, it works well. So I don't know. These I've just been using as mixers. So I don't know. Those are maybes. Then I have this mineral foundation from Bella Pierre. I actually like this foundation a lot. The color on this one is just off. There, these two are almost brand new. I've only used this like once or twice to test the color, and it's just not quite right for me. I think I might mix that in there and just hold on to this one container for a little while, and I might go ahead and just get rid of this. Okay, so I am getting rid of all of this mess and keeping all of that little mess, and that makes me happy. Alright, these are my primers. I have mostly sample size primers. Primers tend to be really hard for me because they are so full of silicones. That's actually how I figured out that silicones bothered my skin, was from wearing primers and then breaking out after wearing primers. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of, I get a lot of primer samples, and I'll hold on to them for just in case, and then I'm like, why do I want to wear them? So definitely no on the Professional. I know that's one I can't wear for sure. I know that I can't wear the Smashbox Photo Finish primers, so no on those. Haven't tried any of these. Hourglass, an Armani, that's a moisturizer actually, I guess, or a CC cream. I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter that too. LeBlanc, the Chanel. Yeah, I looked at the ingredients, not gonna try that. Lorac Perfection. I'm pretty sure I checked the ingredients on that one, and I'm not gonna go with that one. And another Smashbox. I think all of those Smashboxes came from Ulta at some point. Okay, Cover FX Calming Primer. I actually think I did try this, and I didn't like it. I think it didn't work for me, and it still had ingredients I didn't really want to wear. So I'm not gonna hold on to that. This is the NARS Pro Prime primer. Another one, just the ingredients. I haven't tried that one. I just don't want to. This is the Guerlain d'Or Radiance Concentrate. This is one I think that Tati raves and raves and raves about. This is a sample from Schwa. I have to be honest, I didn't find that it did anything for me. Like, I didn't think it made my makeup stay on any longer, so I definitely wouldn't spend the money to buy this. I'm not even going to finish the sample. That says a lot for me. It does not have silicone in it though, which is cool. So yeah, that didn't work for me. That's going. Okay. The rest of these, none of these have silicone in them except for this one. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I am going to hold on to this one just in case I really need some pore help one day. But I'm going to hold on to this for a little while. Probably won't use it, but that's okay. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This actually doesn't have any silicone in it, if I am not mistaken. And I haven't tried it yet. It's something I probably won't reach for until the winter because I do not need any extra help right now. Laura Mercier Foundation Primer, same with this. And then this Carrez Greek Yogurt. I did try this. I do like it. I will reach for it in the winter. It just is moisturizing and I don't need that right now. This is what I'm using right now. This is the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. It seems to be working. It's helping me a lot. I don't know. It's hard for me to judge foundations and stuff for you guys because I have to be so careful about the ingredients. So I think this is good and I think this is working for me. primers. These are the ones I'm going to keep. And these are the ones that I am either going to trash or give away. I mean, this is real life. Like, I'll leave for 1 second, and then my cat's like, oh, you've been decluttering on this here box lid. Would you like to pay attention to me? Would you like to pay attention to me? Oh, you would like to pay attention to me. You would? Kitty, your head's disappearing. You gotta go up here. Okay, so starting off with concealers. I like concealers, so let's just go ahead and get started. Amazing Cosmetics concealer. Ulta had this on sale for half price for the full size. It's the light golden concealer. I really do like this concealer. It works really well for me. I use it mostly underneath my eyes. This is the Bare Minerals Blemish Remedy Concealer in medium. I have 2 of them. I have one and a backup. I love this concealer. This is what I use on my face. It doesn't have any silicone in it. It has salicylic acid. It covers blemishes really well. It's really waxy, so it kind of just stays where you put it, and I really, really appreciate that about it. So enjoy that. Another Bare Minerals concealer. This is in a Correcting Concealer Light 2. I just started using this and I picked it up. I don't even know who recommended it, but I picked it up on someone's recommendation and I really have been enjoying it. It is a little bit light, but it has good coverage and it's a good consistency. It's not overly oily or sticky or creasy or any of that, so I really like that. It Cosmetics concealer Bye Bye Under Eye. I don't love this. I like it okay now that I was going to declutter it. Then I tried applying it with a beauty blender, a dampened beauty blender. I like it much better that way, so I can use it up. I don't think I would repurchase that though, but I do like it with a damp beauty blender if you have it and you don't like it. YSL Touche Éclat Violet. Violet doesn't work for me as a corrector. It just makes me look ashy. I don't know if this particular violet's just too light or whatever, but it just makes me look ashy, so I am going to get rid of that. This is the NYX Dark Circle concealer. I bought this because I heard it was a dupe for the Bobbi Brown darks, you know, the Bobbi Brown stuff. I have some of them here. The Bobbi Brown corrector. This is the one in Light Brisk. But I heard this was a dupe, and I do think it actually is kind of a dupe for it. I think that the Bobbi Brown has a little bit more coverage and has a little bit more of a tendency to stay put. So I think that if you really like that, you might want to give this a try. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like the consistency of it. I don't like, it's kind of like the It Cosmetics. It's kind of one of those tacky products, and it's kind of oily and tacky and weird, and I don't like working with it, and I have things that I like better. And this is the Bobbi Brown corrector. Same thing here in Light Bisque. The only difference is I might actually pick this up again. I do have hyperpigmentation, and this does work for hyperpigmentation. It's just sort of a pain to try to use for that. So unless I find something better, I may pick this up again, but I kind of doubt it. So I am getting rid of that though too. These are all little schwa samples, by the way, these little tiny guys. Benefit Boing Concealer in Light. I also have it in medium light. I used to love these concealers, and they're good. They're good high coverage concealers. They stay in place. They're very dry. They're for your face, I would say, for acne prone skin more than anything, or hyperpigmentation. I did like it. I know these break me out. I kind of just wanted to try them again just out of curiosity. It had been several years since I had used it. I just picked these up from Schwa. Yeah, same thing. And another issue I have with those is the color matching for me wasn't really there. So I'm going to get rid of those. Laura Mercier High Coverage Concealer in Light. I like this. This reminds me a little bit of the NARS concealer. The coloring even reminds me a little bit in Custard. I'm doing that completely from memory. I'm saying that completely from memory though, so don't, if I'm a little bit off, don't yell at me. But yeah, I like this so far. I've not used it a ton, but what I have used I really liked. Tart Maracuja, Light Medium Honey. This, I like this too. Somebody recommended this to me. I think it was Honey Flower recommended this to me as maybe a dupe for the Clé de Peau. And I'm not certain that it's a perfect dupe for it, but it was good. I like the product. I'm happy that I purchased it. I enjoy using it, so that's all that really matters. Cover FX concealer. This is their Blemish Remedy concealer. I picked this up at about the same time that I bought the Bare Minerals. I think I like the Bare Minerals a little bit better. The Bare Minerals is really waxy, whereas this one's very blendy. And when I'm trying to spot conceal, I think the waxier, not so blendy texture works better, but I do like that and I'm going to keep it. This is the Giorgio Armani Master Corrector Concealer in pink. I don't know. I'm kind of playing with this. I'm just testing it out and having some fun with it. It's a little bit weird. It is pink. Let me see if there's a little bit. Like, see that? That is like... I don't think this is actually going to like work for me in any aspect, but I'm having fun playing with it, so I'll hold on to that for a little while. Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. I love these. These are so luminous. I'm kind of holding off on it right now during the summer when I'm so oily, but I love these. A little bit goes a long way. Yeah, I like that concealer. This is the number 7 Boots. This is a cool concealer. I know I'm just like swatching over swatches, but it doesn't really matter. This is like a really, really chalky concealer. The main ingredient in it is chalk. So it's really nice and dry for people with oily skin whose concealer just kind of moves around all the time. I really like this. This works really well for like on my nose or in those areas where the oils just come out and make my concealer disappear. This is my winter. I need a darker color for summer. I've been playing with so many other things that I just haven't even worried about it, but that was my winter color, but I do like that. And then I have the YSL Touche Éclat in Apricot. I like this as well. I don't think it's a repurchase like for me, but I do like it. It does have some correcting qualities. That's another thing about this Bare Minerals concealer. Even though it's a spot, it does have, see how it compares in there, how it's got that kind of orangey corrector feel to it. So it does have some dark spot correction going on in this as well. So I will probably just continue to buy that as opposed to this guy. See? I mean, they're not too far off in color there. This one has a little bit more pigment to it, but this one is also a lot more blendable, so it kind of blends away, whereas the Bare Minerals kind of sticks wherever you put it. So, I don't know. Okay, so I thought I was done, but then I realized I had some more concealers to go through, so get started. I have this YSL Touche Éclat Neutralizer in the green as a sample. This was weird, didn't work for me, it just made me look ashy, so I'm getting rid of that. I have this Marc Jacobs Remarkable Full Coverage and Concealer in Bright. I got this from Schwa, and you know, when you order concealer from Sephora, usually they're in order of like lightest to darkest. So I picked where my normal color would be. Yeah, you can see that that's way too dark. Turns out this is one of the darkest ones. They just didn't have their color selection in color order. I am getting rid of that. Then I got the 2 Lock-It concealers from Kat Von D from Influencer. I'm still trying these out. I think they're good though. I'm using these as like spots, acne, for acne spots. I got light neutral and then just neutral. The neutral is more my color right now. It's a little bit light for me actually though in the summer, but it's close enough for right now. So I've been using that. It works really well for a spot concealer, so I like both of those. I think it's a little too dry for under my eyes though. And then I have these Hard Candy Glamouflage concealers. I am going to get rid of these, probably not before I compare these to the Kat Von D Lock-It concealers, but they are very, very similar, I think, in all honesty. If you need just a stay in place spot concealer, I think these are a good option. I think the one advantage that the Kat Von D has over the Glamouflage is that product placement is just so nice with this doe foot. It's like you put it where you want it to go and you only need a little tiny bit, and then it just kind of stays. See how light that is for... And then with the Glamouflage, it's a little harder to control, see? There we go. That's the problem with the Glamouflage. You have to kind of pat this out on your hand. Obviously you can see that one's separated, but then it's just much more of a... It covers really well, but you just end up covering such a large area with it. I mean, it's a thinner consistency. So that is that, obviously. So that's that. Let me see. This one's probably... These are getting old, and obviously that's why they need to go, but so much just thinner of a consistency they are. Yeah. But anyways, these are getting old, and that's probably, they're even probably a little thinner than they should be. I'm no longer putting these on my face, so I will be letting those go. Getting rid of 9 concealers and keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Keeping 14. I count all of my products as 1, so even these little schwa samples count as 1. Okay, so the last category in this little group is setting powders, touch-up powders, finishing powders, whatever. Let me just get started. First I'm going to start, this is one of my favorites. It's the Bare Skin Perfecting Veil. I just really like this. It gives me a nice, not powdery finish. It absorbs my oil and I like it. This is my favorite to carry on my purse. The Rimmel Stay Matte. I've been so back and forth on this. This has dimethicone in it. I don't think this really bothers me too much. I don't think powder forms of silicone really irritate my skin, but I don't know. I've just been kind of back and forth with it. And my other issue that I have with this product is that I feel like it gives me rebound oil. I feel like after I use it for a couple of days, my skin gets even worse. So I am going to go ahead and get rid of that. Plus it's old and it's inexpensive to replace. So go ahead and get rid of that. This is the Smooth Operator. I got this when they changed the packaging. It's just too dark for me. I don't like Tarte powders. They tend to be very powdery on me and they separate. Once my skin starts getting oily, I feel like they really highlight my pores. Not to mention this is a little too dark, so everything about this one's just bad for me. I am going to let it go. Laura Mercier Universal Loose Setting Powder. I do think I like this product. I can't remember at this point in time. I have a little bit left in there to play with, so I'm pretty certain I like that. This is a schwa sample, Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. Haven't even tried that yet, if you can see. I just got this from Influencer. It's the Kat Von D Lock-It Translucent Powder. It seems to be okay. I've used it a couple times. I like it. I don't have any complaints about it, so I'll hold on to that. This product, this is another Tarte Smooth Operator. This is the loose version of the pressed powder that I just showed you. This is too dark for me. I put this in a project. I'm just trying to get as much use out of it as I can for the time being. I'm actually mixing it with this. I really like this product. It's the Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. I really like this. Haven't had any issues with it, so I've been mixing those two together. Actually, and I've been mixing this in with it just to try to get some use out of this. This is the Coty Airspun. This is too much for me. It's too dry. I don't think it breaks me out. It's just so dry, and like I don't know. I don't know. I've been playing with it. I've been mixing it in with some things, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it for the time being. Laura Mercier, I love her powders, obviously, if you can't tell. This is her Matte Translucent Smooth Focus Pressed Setting Powder for Shine Control. I like this. I didn't at first, but the more I use it, the more I like it. Probably needs cleaned, but anyway, so I do like this product, and I'm going to hold on to that. Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. I have the same problem with this. I've just been using this to set my concealer around my eyes in the morning. I'm trying to use it that way to finish it up. But it has too much shimmer and light reflection in it for me. And what I'm finding is that really accentuates and aggravates, or not aggravates, but it really accentuates any flaws I have on my skin, any wrinkles, any enlarged pores, which is, I don't have good skin. So, you know, I wouldn't repurchase this, but I am going to go ahead and try to use it just to set my concealer under my eyes, because it works well for that, so I'll use it for that. This one is hard for me. I thought I loved this, and I went on a mission and I was going to try to use it up, and I started using it frequently for anything other than filming. I used to film, and it sounds stupid, but I used to film in this all the time. And I think it looks really good on camera, but I don't think it looks good in person on me. I think it aggravates, or I think it accentuates my pores. I don't know. I'm on the fence with this one. Eek. I might play with it a couple more times just to make sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if I saw that pop up Decluttered at some point. I'm keeping all of those, and I'm getting rid of these two. Okay, so I have finished going through my foundations and powders and concealers. Everything over here in the box is what I'm keeping. This whole pile of stuff is what I'm getting rid of. To me, that just looks crazy. Like, I don't feel like I get rid of that much out of each category, but then just seeing it all kind of thrown together, it's kind of like, whoa. Feels like a lot more. Anyway, so I want to go over my little numbers for you. My current inventory number in this whole category is 38. My previous inventory was 36. And I've kind of noticed that I've been waffling about around the same numbers as I started with at the beginning of the year. And I'm going to go ahead and attribute that to getting the Schwa box. I started getting that at the beginning of the year. And now I have a lot more like little smaller samples. So it doesn't really bother me. Obviously, I want to keep working through my full-size stuff, but I think that is affecting my inventory numbers a little bit. My highest ever inventory in this category was 51. So I went from 51, I'm down to 38. That's a difference of 13 products. You know, that makes me pretty happy. So good with that. And then my goal in this category is about 17. So I still have a long way to go on that. But, you know, and once again, I'm about halfway. I've noticed that from all the ones that all the inventories I've done so far, I tend to be about halfway to my goal. So that's good. Anyway, so thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.